Reno Omokri. If anybody did not see it, I saw it. You don't come back to Nigeria now. I saw your post. Spending Independence Day with President Tinubu at the presidential villa. May God bless Nigeria.
Reno Omokri visited Nigeria after many years in exile. Reno Omokri was a special advisor to the president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, on social media, who was appointed on 17th August 2011. And ever since then, after the regime of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Reno Omokri have never spoken any good thing about Nigeria government. But unfortunately, on October 1st, 2024, Reno Omokri visited the present Nigeria president in his office. Anyway, let's see what he has to say about his visitation.
All right, so I came to Nigeria because I really believe in what the administration is doing. The last time I was here, I said that, what the administration is doing, it's not because it's an APC government, it's because these are the things that we said we were going to do if we had won the election. Float the naira, remove fuel subsidy. We want to reform the country and restructure it so that there's devolution to the grassroots. But on the issue of security, look, if you see what's happened in the last 8 years, our global terrorism index score was above 8. Right now, it is now under 7. So that means there's been progress. And look, in the last year, we've seen bandit leaders, they've been killed. Boderi, Sani Dangote, Isiaku, Ali Kachala, and a host of others. In the 8 years of the previous administration, not one bandit leader was killed. But now they've been killed. So we are seeing progress in the country. And it's not just that. We saw what happened. Just about a month ago, there were protests. At the same time, simultaneously, we had protests in Bangladesh, we had protests in the United Kingdom, and yet, we saw what happened in those countries. But in Nigeria, it was contained. Yes, there were Russian flags, but the people behind that have been apprehended. The last time we heard of a bombing of the Abuja-Kano rail was just when Buhari was in power. Since this administration came in, it has not happened. So yes, I'm not a member of the APC, but I am happy with what is happening with security in this administration. And we're seeing with the borders, one of the reasons why for the first time we've had 2 quarters of surpluses. So that means that we are exporting more than we are importing. So we have in the budget a trade surplus. It's because of the national security implication, what they are doing with our borders. They've closed our borders so you don't have foods and rice and petrol leaving our country, going to other countries. And now this is the half year, because we only have figures for the second quarter. So first and second quarter, we've got 14 trillion surplus. So you're going to ask me this question: how does it affect the price of Gary? Listen, it's going to trickle down. It starts at the top and then gradually it's going to come and trickle down. For the past, we've been borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Previous administrations, they don't have the courage to do what this administration has done. Stop fuel subsidy. Because to sustain fuel subsidy, you need to be borrowing. And when you're borrowing, future governments, future generations are going to pay for it, which is what we're experiencing now. So right now, we are like Vietnam. Our currency, is now being stabilized. We are now, having more goods manufactured in Nigeria. Gradually, it's going to affect you and I. So I want you to be patient. I came to Nigeria. I saw what's happened with the Edo election. You saw how it is. How many people have been killed? 0. Nobody has been killed. So there's progress in our country. Please support what this administration is doing, but still support your party. I'm not saying support the APC. No, support your country. This is Reno Omokri. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
Here is Verydarkman speech to Reno Omokri on his arrival to Nigeria and on his visit to the president.
Reno Omokri. If anybody did not see it, I saw it. You don't come back to Nigeria now. I saw your post. Spending Independence Day with President Tinubu at the presidential villa. May God bless Nigeria. President Tinubu, how? Not be you to saying be drug lord. I be president drug lord. I be president thief. Is this not you?
Thief! Criminal!
After this protest, this was your post. Tinubu will never forget the protest we just pulled off at Chatham House in his life. He was disgraced and could not get out of his car. He had to run away They harassed Tinubu out of London protest against drug lord Tinubu at Chatham House was a resounding success. The British media were there and Tinubu was projected to them for what he is known as, a drug lord. So Reno Omokri, what are you doing with a drug lord or the person you call the drug lord? Do you want to learn how to sell drugs? Me, I'm just curious, so nothing concern me. You can see that you lack integrity. In between, I'm not going to act as if I did not know that you begged a lot of people because you want to meet Tinubu. You understand? I know some people that you begged. I saw some people that you begged that you want to be with Tinubu. 2023, you were campaigning strongly for Atiku. You know, you people sang, you said a lot of things. I know politics is a dirty game, but at least have integrity. Have integrity. So all this way you don't attack Peter Obi, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're all about. You have no integrity. To be honest, you are not Reno Omokri. You are Reno Omokri. This is crazy though. See, no. You don't come Nigeria now, don't come worship a drug lord. Do you want to sell drugs? You want to learn how to sell drugs? According to you, he's a drug lord. Do you want to learn how to sell drugs? Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Now, if I see you for Abuja, twep. Now go do you. And you're going to learn. And you're going to learn the hard way. Don't play.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, Excellency. I came to Nigeria to pay homage to my boss and my leader forever, the former President Jonathan. In my opinion, the best president that Nigeria has ever had. And I just want to encourage Nigerians to be faithful to Nigeria, be loyal to Nigeria, be patriotic to Nigeria.
What Reno Omokri said about President Ahmed Bola Tinubu during the campaign in 2023 election.
Tinubu, are you a heroin drug lord? Because we don't want a Pablo Escobar kind of president. We don't want Nigeria to be reduced to Colombia. We already have enough problems with insecurity. We don't want drug cartels now fighting over. We don't want anybody to make our president vulnerable. These are questions. Yes or no, Bola Tinubu, were you a drug lord? Just yes or no. Thank you for watching. Yes or no, are you a drug lord? That's all I want to know.
This is how he was able to destroy Tinubu during the election. The same person he came visiting yesterday.
Reno Omokri is not somebody to be taken serious. He's a political jobber and he is someone that lives for his stomach. He doesn't have integrity. He doesn't have self-worth. He's someone that works for politicians as long as money is involved. Reno Omokri does not care about his name. He doesn't care about his reputation. All he cares about is what he can get from the government. Reno Omokri can go as far as to destroy his country as long as he is getting something from the person that is paying him to destroy his country. In the 2023 presidential election, Reno Omokri defended Atiku Abubakar. He spoke for Atiku Abubakar and he was like a kind of a faraway campaign spokesperson for Atiku Abubakar. But all of a sudden, when Atiku Abubakar lost the election, he switched and started defending Bola Tinubu. In that same 2023, this same Reno Omokri said all manner of things against Bola Tinubu. He called him a drug lord, called him a thief. Do you know all this? Because he envisaged Atiku Abubakar to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Actually, Atiku Abubakar would have won the election if he had gone with Mr. Peter Obi. Yes, PDP would have won the election if they had Peter Obi in their camp. But Peter Obi leaving the PDP destroyed the chances of PDP winning the 2023 presidential election. And that is the sole reason why Reno Omokri is angry with Mr. Peter Obi. He felt Peter Obi destroyed his chances for him to be in power at the national level. He felt Mr. Peter Obi destroyed the chances of PDP to win the election. Peter Obi left the PDP and got 6 million votes that was accredited to him by INEC. Of course, we know Peter Obi got more votes. Peter Obi won that election. Everybody knew. Reno Omokri has been a fugitive ever since Goodluck Jonathan lost the election. So the only way for him to be at par with the government is to start speaking and defending the government. And the only way to defend the government, the only way to look good in the eyes of this present government is to attack Mr. Peter Obi. That is the reason why he has spent all his life attacking Mr. Peter Obi. When he started attacking Mr. Peter Obi, many people thought the reason why he was attacking Mr. Peter Obi was because Peter Obi destroyed the chances of PDP to win the 2023 presidential election. It's not Peter Obi's fault. Peter Obi is the best candidate, but PDP decided to go for dollar rather than going for competence. They decided to go for Atiku Abubakar rather than handing Mr. Peter Obi the ticket. Even though we agree that Reno Omokri is angry with Mr. Peter Obi, We also knew that the reason why he's attacking Mr. Peter Obi is because he can be seen in the good book of the present day government. We consider a son a child of this government. You must be an enemy to Mr. Peter Obi. You must attack Mr. Peter Obi. Reno Omokri has the platform, he has the voice, he has the words, so he can do whatever thing he think he can do to dampen the morale, to diminish the reputation of Mr. Peter Obi. Trust me, Reno Omokri feels that he's diminishing the reputation of Mr. Peter Obi. This is the reason why he spent all his time, all his days attacking Mr. Peter Obi. This is someone that worked for PDP. He has never for once criticized the policies of Bola Tinubu. He has never for once advised Bola Tinubu on the best thing to do to move the country forward. All he has been doing is to support Bola Tinubu, speak for Bola Tinubu, defend all of his policies. It shows you that he wants to get into the good book of Bola Tinubu, and he has finally achieved that. After Bola Tinubu was sworn in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Reno Omokri came to Nigeria and met with Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor to Bola Tinubu. Whatever they discussed, nobody knows. But ever since he went back, he has been attacking Mr. Peter Obi. All this is just to look good in the eyes of the president. Daniel Bwala was also in the camp of Reno Omokri. He joined PDP after APC selected the Muslim ticket. According to him, this is against his faith. This is against what he stands for. He cannot defend Bola Tinubu while he choose a Muslim ticket. That was the reason why he decided to join Atiku Abubakar. And he was a spokesperson to Atiku Abubakar. He went to national televisions, defend Atiku Abubakar, defend the policies of Atiku Abubakar, said all manner of evil and derogatory things against Bola Tinubu. But right now, as I'm talking to you, Daniel Bwala is defending Bola Tinubu. He's right back to APC and he's begging and waiting for them to give him an appointment. And he has also chosen the path to attacking Mr. Peter Obi. This is their modus operandum. Attack Mr. Peter Obi and he will get into the good book of the president. Now, these are young leaders of this country with brighter future, but they choose to worship the old politicians. They choose to eat from the crumbs of the old politicians rather than working together to ensure that they chase away these old politicians that have destroyed this country. These people don't care about this country. They don't care about the progress of this country. All they care about is their stomach infrastructure. All they care about is the money that comes to them. And then you will begin to imagine and wonder, why is the country not moving forward? Because all the politicians we have, some of them are young folks. How come when they get there, they join the old folks in doing what they are doing? Look at Yaya Bello, for instance. You need to understand that the politicians we have today is a reflection of the citizens we have in this country. Yes, you cannot have a bad citizen and you have good politicians. An average Nigerian citizen see politics as a money-making scheme. All they want to do is to go to politics, acquire so much wealth that they will store for themselves, their kids, and unborn generation. They don't care about working for the progress of their country. They don't care about fixing their country. Go to Senegal. You will see a 44-year-old man becoming the president of Senegal. He walked and chased away the old politician. But here in Nigeria, youths are willing to become essays to these old folks. They are willing to serve as servants to these old folks. I'm not saying it's bad to serve as servants, but they are not serving in order to aspire in the leadership position. They are serving to remain as servant forever. We defend the bad policies of the government as long as the government keep paying them. This country cannot move forward with this level of mentality. So if you are a Reno Omokri follower, you need to watch yourself, because he is leading you to destruction. Reno Omokri is not somebody that you can model your life after. Reno Omokri is not someone that you can emulate. Reno Omokri is someone that does not have character. He doesn't have integrity, and he does not care about reputation. Beware of such kind of a person.
I'm not a campaigner for Bola Tinubu. Nobody gives me money to speak about Bola Tinubu. Nobody gives me money to support Bola Tinubu. Atiku is more prepared than Bola Tinubu because he's had a long time to prepare. The local government chairman of Etios and local government is because it has more achievements in governance than Peter Obi. I admire your ability for the fact that he's been able to anoint a successor who has become his protector. If you hold the election 10 times, Peter Obi is still not going to win. It is ridiculous for you to say that Peter Obi is not the best president that Nigeria ever had. I will give anybody a $10,000 if they can name one school that Peter Obi started, completed,
choosing between Atiku Abubakar and Bola Tinubu, who would you go for?
I will resign from politics.